Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Krista May. This is May Love Light. Give me a moment while I make sure that my sound is coming in. Give me a moment while I make sure. Okay, it is. Great. That's all we need. I'm so paranoid about my sound. Okay, let me get into, let me ground. Let me move my something a little bit closer. Okay. Hey, how y'all doing? Um, it's morning. I am on the West Coast today, so I am still waking up in real time. Um, I'm glad that you can join us. Once again, my name is Kristen May. This is May Love Light, and I am ooh, arriving. Uh, so, what I wanted to talk about today is morning rituals and how they play a role in my life and kind of yeah, providing something that I do and just getting a feel for, do you have any rituals in your life? And when I say ritual, I'm doing something with intention. um, when I think of a routine, I feel like it's more something that you don't really have very much thought that's happening. It's like a something you do over and over, like, I don't know, maybe brushing your teeth. You don't really think too much about it. You're just going through the motions of it. And that same thing, the routine of preparing, getting ready for the day, brushing your teeth, it can become a ritual if, not if, but when we bring our attention and intention to that same mundane activity, it can become something sacred. So, a part of my morning ritual, um, for a while, first thing in the morning, I would wake up before I get out of the bed. I would do a body scan practice. And don't you worry, I will lead us through a short body scan practice just so you can get a feel for it. So just before I get out of bed, it's kind of a check-in with myself, how things are going before I start my day. And and now what I've been doing every morning, I have a playlist that I like to listen to as I wake up. And the very first track of the playlist is Faith's Hymn by Beautiful Chorus. And that one is it's a track where there's humming, because humming is a very healing modality, like allowing the vibrations to radiate through the body. So I like to put that one on repeat while I do my body scan practice. And I also give myself Reiki. And you can look up what Reiki is. Its origins is in Japan, um, like universal energy. And so while I'm doing that practice, I have my playlist going and a body scan. And this is something I do before getting out of bed in the morning. And I feel like, yeah, I feel more grounded as I start my day. Uh, I feel more connected to myself and yeah, just kind of create a little bit more spaciousness as I go through my day. Hmm. So the playlist that I actually have a link to it in the description of this video. You're more than welcome to try it on yourself if you want to listen to it in the morning while you're getting ready. It's like less than 30 minutes long. It's not a long playlist, but it is something I really feel like has been supportive for me. um, let's see. I feel like today might be a little bit shorter. Mi- Mindful, mindful Monday light. Mm, So I feel like I'll guide us through a body scan practice. So just a friendly reminder. Um, Friendly reminder. Give me a moment here. I really need to commit these things to memory, but I'm still waking up. Okay, friendly reminder. Mindfulness is being aware in the present moment without judgment, with openness and kind curiosity. So while I'm leading you through this mindfulness exercise, body scan, our area of focus will be different parts of our body. Will be feeling into the sensations that are arising. And when I say sensations in the body, it can be like tingling, it can be warmth or coolness, like the temperature. It can be maybe you might feel some pulsing, whatever you may feel, or maybe you don't feel anything at all in whichever part of the body we are at. What you're doing is just observing, trying to observe without judgment, and just we're being open to receive what's arising in that moment, and with kindness and curiosity. Sounds simple enough, or not. We'll try it on and see. Okay, with that said, I like to everything I offer is an invitation. This will be a short practice, maybe like 5 minutes, and then I'll close this out. Okay, so first thing, I like to start off with orienting ourselves. This is a great tool that we can use anytime when when we need to settle ourselves in the space. If there's ever a moment where you feel overwhelmed when you're practicing, you can always orient yourself back into the space by doing this. So, what you're doing is just looking around your space, allowing yourself to take in your surroundings. You can look to the left, to the right, you can look behind you, you know, and you're not placing any judgment on what you see. You're just taking in the sights, allowing the eyes to see and look below and above, and allowing yourself to come back to center. When you're ready, if you would like to, you can soften your gaze by looking maybe like 3 feet in front, or you can close your eyes completely. And the way I like to facilitate my body scan, I like to start from the bottom and work our way up. So bringing your attention to your feet, noticing the sensations that are present. Like I have some slippers on, so I can feel my feet in the slipper, can feel the pressure of the bottom of my feet against the slipper. I can actually feel coolness in the bottom of the foot, bottom of the feet. Noticing what's arising. And as the mind wanders off, maybe you're already thinking about your to-do list for the week, just guiding yourself, inviting yourself back, witnessing the sensations that are arising in their feet. And I'm going to go through like big chunks in the body for this body scan practice, moving our attention to our legs, the calf, the shin, the whole leg, noticing I have some tightness in my calves, just noticing what's arising. And you can go to the knees. I can feel there's more pressure in one knee than the other. I'm just observing. Maybe as you're sitting, observing these sensations, maybe they shift and change from um, what you noticed before to now. Going to the thighs, the quad, the front of the thigh, the hamstrings, the back. And if you're seated in a chair, maybe you feel the back of the thighs resting on the chair, the hips, your seat. You can move to your lower back. I have pressure in mine. Just it is what it is. The middle back and the upper back. Maybe as you're resting, you notice a softening. Maybe you notice a tightening, or maybe it stayed the same. And if you're unable to feel the sensations in the body, that's okay as well. You can always go back to your breath. You can use the sounds in your space, your environment, as an anchor, an area of focus. Moving our attention to the front of the body, the stomach, our abdomen, the chest, just noticing different sensations. I noticed some tickling in my throat, which prompted me to take a sip of water. Noticing, you can bring the attention to the neck, the throat. And bringing it down to the hands. I know I'm moving fast through this. You can just follow along to your own pace, resting with the hands. What sensations are present for you? I can feel my hands resting on my thighs. I feel warmth on the bottom of my hands and my palms. I can feel some coolness on the back of my hand. Feel a little bit of pressure. My right hand more than the left. When I say pressure, I can pinpoint it a little bit more. I can feel my right ring finger, there is some like discomfort in the finger. It feels like some pressure in the joint and knuckle. So you can bring the attention to to a more to a exact point, or you can make it open, broader, like the whole arm, just kind of going from the wrist up the arm, the elbow, and the upper arm. Noticing the sensations present. And close out with the head. With the head. Is your jaw clenched? You can soften it. The mouth, the cheeks, eyebrows, eyelids, eyeballs, forehead, the ears, just moving along the face, the scalp, noticing the sensations that are present. You can rest with the whole body, scanning from the feet up to the top of the head, sweeping it. And this is a practice that you can do first thing in the morning, part of your morning ritual if you like. And as we prepare to close this practice, I invite you to take 3 breaths, exhaling the air. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale and exhale. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Morning ritual. Bring yourself back into the space. Do you have a morning ritual? Once again, I have a playlist that I like to listen to get me going in the morning. If you'd like to take a listen, it is linked in the description. Yeah, I like to do some variation of a body scan practice before I go on with my day. Because it's so early here on the West Coast for me, I'm actually going to go do my body scan practice. Although I guess I already did. I just did it with you all, but I'm going to do a longer one. That's if I can stay awake, which is real. That is real. And that happens. It happens. Yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to enter it into the chat. You can enter your any thoughts you have in the comments. Yeah, if you have a question that I can respond to at a later date, you can send me an email. It is in the description as well. Yeah, let's close out. Today's going to be a short one. Let's close out with dedication of merit from our dear friends, the Dharma homies. May any goodness that has come from us practicing together today be dedicated not only to us, but to all beings everywhere, seen and unseen. In particular, we dedicate this goodness to those who are suffering, especially those who are suffering under violence, racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, ableism, ageism, xenophobia, and all the intersecting oppressions. We commit to doing the work within ourselves and in the world of uprooting greed, hatred, and delusion, so that our true heart's wish may come true, that all beings everywhere be free from suffering and pain. May all beings abide in the ease of well being. May all beings be safe from both internal and external harm. May all beings know connection, love, joy, and peace. And may all beings be truly liberated. I hope you have an easeful weekend. Not weekend, what am I saying? Week. Huh? I told y'all I am waking up. Have an easeful week. Think about your morning rituals. Anything that you wish to cultivate and turn into a sacred activity for yourself. Yeah, it's a beautiful practice. Okay, take great care, everyone, and I will see you all next week. I'll be I'll be in Eastern time next week, so maybe I'll be more awake and alert. Okay. Alrighty, take care.